Hello students, welcome to AIMS India online classes. So this is a chemistry class. We are going to discuss about the chapter acids, bases and salts. Already from this chapter in the earlier classes we have seen about acids and different types of acids and what are the sources of these acids, how they are classified. These all we have seen in the earlier class. So now we are going to see about bases. Okay, from the chapter acids, bases and salts we are going to discuss about now bases and their categorization and even about their properties also. We have observed the substances which are acidic and sour in taste in the previous classes, isn't it? Yes, about the acids already we have seen. The chemical substances which are sour in taste are called as acids. So what about the baking soda? Have you ever tasted it? Does it also taste like sour, just like the acids? No. So it is not tasting sour. What is the taste of this baking soda? It is a little bitter in taste. So as it is being bitter, it is not an acid because we told acids means the chemical substances which are sour in taste. The substances which are sour in taste are classified as acids. So all the substances are not sour in taste. There are some other also. For example, we told here baking soda. Baking soda is not sour in taste. It tastes a little bitter. So we can say it is not an acid. The substances like these, which are bitter in taste, are known as bases. Okay, children? The chemical substances which are bitter in taste are called as bases. The solutions of bases feel soapy on touching them. Yes, when you dissolve these bases into water, the solution formed will be slippery and soapy to touch. So bases are soapy, soapy to touch, and they taste bitter. The substances which are bitter in taste are known as bases. Yes, taste of these bases is bitter. Substances that contain base, so they taste bitter. For example, soap or soap solution will be slippery to touch. I think you have experienced this. And even they taste a little bitter too because they contain some bases in them. Even baking soda, washing soda, these all are coming under bases because these taste a little bitter. They contain some chemical substances called bases, hence they are tasting bitter. These soaps, baking soda, washing soda, detergents, these all come under bases. The chemical nature of the substances that contain base is known as basic nature. Yes, the substances which are having these bases are come under basic in nature. Some bases dissolve in water while others do not dissolve in water. Yes, actually we told almost all the acids are dissolving into water. By coming to bases, all the bases may not dissolve into water. Some of them they dissolve into water and some they do not. All the bases which are soluble in water are called as alkalis. Yes, this is a special name given for the bases which are soluble into water. The bases which are soluble into water are called alkalis. Metals like sodium, potassium, calcium, magnesium burn in oxygen to form basic oxides. Yes, these all metals when they are burned in oxygen, they form respective metal oxides. These metal oxides are basic in nature. These oxides when dissolved into water form respective hydroxides which are also bases. So what it is told here, metals they react with oxygen or they burn in oxygen to form their respective oxides or metal oxides. These metal oxides are basic in nature. In this way, when these metal oxides are dissolved into water, these metal oxides react with water and form metal hydroxides. These are other kind of chemicals. These metal hydroxides are also bases. So metal oxides, metal hydroxides both are basic in nature. Okay. So metals form bases. See here, some of the commonly used basic substances they have shown. These are toothpaste, cleaners, surfs, detergents. These all contain some bases in them. Okay, examples for the basic substances. What are the types of bases? Just like the acids, the molecules of bases also split into respective ions when dissolved into water. Yes, we studied that when the acids are dissolved into water, they split into respective ions, means the ions present in the molecule. Actually, the acid molecules on dissolving into water, they separate into positive and negative ions. That is called splitting of molecule into respective ions. That is also called ionization of molecules. Separating into respective or separating into positive and negative ions is called ionization of molecules. So this happens in the acids. When acids are dissolved into water, they form positive and negative ions. So we said that ionization of acids. In the same way, bases also on dissolving into water, they separate into positive and negative ions. That we can say. That means bases also ionize on dissolving into water. Bases also ionizes. That means base molecules also on dissolving into water, they separate into respective positive and negative ions. For example, if we dissolve sodium hydroxide formula it is given, just try to remember it. It is NaOH. We are going to learn how to remember the molecular formula later. Just for reference, you say you remember this sodium hydroxide molecular formula is NaOH. It is a base because this sodium metal forms respective hydroxides, you told no. These are basic in nature. So sodium hydroxide is a base. So if it is dissolved into water, this ionizes into respective positive and negative ions, or it splits into positive and negative ions. The molecules of this sodium hydroxide on dissolving into water splits or separates into positive and negative ions. That we say sodium hydroxide ionizes on dissolving into water. See here the equation also shown how these molecules of sodium hydroxide splits or separates into respective ions. So we told the molecular formula of sodium hydroxide is NaOH. On dissolving into water, it is separating into positive ions Na plus ions and negative ions OH minus ions. So this separation of molecule into positive and negative ions is called ionization. So bases ionize on dissolving into water. So some bases ionize completely when dissolved into water, but some do not ionize completely. Yes, we told bases on dissolving into water they split into positive and negative ions. But the splitting extent won't be same in all the cases of bases. All the bases won't split in the same extent. Suppose some kind of base if it is dissolved into water, all the molecules may split or separate into positive and negative ions. But in some bases, only few molecules they separate into respective ions and remaining or most of the molecules will be in the same molecular formula. They won't separate into ions. Okay, that is called less ionization. Some bases ionize completely and some bases do not ionize completely. Based on the extent of ionization, bases are also classified into two types. Yes, based upon the extent of ionization, how acids are classified into two types, these bases are also classified into two types. What are those? Let us see here one by one. First one, weak bases. These naturally produce less hydroxide ions in solution. That means the bases which is split into positive and negative ions in the less quantity on dissolving into water are called weak bases. If you dissolve around 100 molecules, only 10 or 5 molecules will be splitting into positive and negative ions. Remaining all 90 or 95 molecules will be in the molecular formula only. They want to split into respective ions. Such kind of bases are called weak bases, or we can say definition is that The bases which produce less quantity of OH ions or negative and positive ions are called weak bases. For example, magnesium hydroxide, ammonium hydroxide, these are examples for weak bases. These bases when dissolved into water, very few molecules of these they split into positive and negative ions. They produce OH minus ions and metal positive ions in the less quantity. That's why they are called weak bases. Other kind of bases are strong bases. So these strong bases produce more number of hydroxide ions on dissolving into water. That means the bases which ionize in the most quantity or the bases which ionize completely are called strong bases. Suppose if you take 1000 molecules of a base into water, if you dissolve them into water, almost all the molecules are around 1900 or more than 600 molecules. They split into respective positive and negative ions. Then that kind of base is called strong base. And examples for this kind of bases are caustic soda, which is also known as sodium hydroxide. Just now we have seen splitting of the sodium hydroxide. So this sodium hydroxide commonly called caustic soda. And one more base, potassium hydroxide. Its formula is KOH. So potassium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic potash. Sodium hydroxide is commonly known as caustic soda. These are examples for strong bases. That means when you dissolve these bases into water, almost all the molecules they split into respective ions. That means positive and negative ions will be formed from their molecules. So these are called strong bases. What are the properties of these bases? As it show the following physical actually this is basis. Okay, bases show the following properties. What are those? They are bitter in taste. Yes, the bases are bitter to taste. What are the taste of acids we told? Acids are sour in taste, whereas bases are bitter in taste. Remember one thing, we are telling these acids and bases are having separate taste. But in the laboratory, without knowing their chemical nature, we should not taste any chemical substance because there might be some harmful chemicals also which causes damage to our tongue. They may cause severe damage to us. So without knowing its character and nature, we should not taste any chemical substances in the laboratory. But it is found that already bases are bitter in taste. And the second property, they are soapy to touch. Yes, when you dissolve these bases into water, they form some solutions. If you touch the solution, that will be slippery or soapy. So bases are soapy to touch. Many bases are soluble in water. Yes, we told almost all the bases won't be, but many of the bases are soluble into water. Those bases which are soluble into water are called specially alkalis. What are those, children? The bases which are soluble into water are called alkalis. So all the bases are not soluble into water. Those bases which are soluble into water are called alkalis. Some other bases are there which are not soluble into water. Solutions of bases in water are good conductors of electricity. Yes, we told when these bases are dissolved into water, they separate into positive and negative ions. So based upon by the presence of these positive and negative ions in the solutions of bases, they can conduct electricity because as there are ions in that, oppositely charged ions are there, they can conduct electricity. So we can say the solutions of bases are good conductors of electricity by the presence of ions. Now we are going to see here uses of these acids and bases, how these are useful for us in the daily life. Now first we are going to see about the uses of acids. Acids are very useful in our daily life. Without acids, we won't have vitamin C because yes, this vitamin C is also known as ascorbic acid, which is very important for us for our human body to for the immunal power, right? This vitamin C is available in the form of ascorbic acid. So it is one of the acids. Vitamin C is nothing but an acid. So this acid is present in citrus fruits like lemon, oranges, and these all. So this ascorbic acid is very important for us. Yes, in the lemons it is present. Sulfuric acid is used in car batteries to start the engine. Yes, it is one of the important acids which is used in car batteries. So for starting of the engines, these batteries are used. We know that. So these batteries contain sulfuric acid in them. So it is one of the important acids for us, useful. Citric acid and acetic acid are used as food preservatives. Yes, these citric acid, the acetic acid, these are used in the preservation of food items like pickles and some other food items. They mix these acids into them so that they will be for a long time without spoiling. So these are food preservative acids. Carbonic acid solution is commonly called plain soda. What is this carbonic acid, you know, children? When carbon dioxide gas is dissolved into water, it forms carbonic acid solution, which is commonly known as soda. Yes, isn't it? I think you have seen roadside while getting soda, they'll fill some bottle with water and they keep in one of the machines and they will press it. What happens then? Some carbon dioxide gas will be entered into this gas and it will be dissolved into it so that soda will be formed. So common soda is solution of carbon dioxide into water. That solution of carbon dioxide into water is called carbonic acid solution. The acid formed by the dissolution of carbon dioxide into water is called carbonic acid solution. So if this soda is mixed with the citric acid and sugar, it is used for making of soft drinks. Yes, we are getting so many kinds of soft drinks. So in that, firstly they will be having carbonic acid soda. To this they will add different kinds of other ingredients or other chemicals to make them as soft drinks. For getting taste they add some sugar, some other preservatives, some colors. So these all will be added to give them different tastes. Okay, in this way, these acids like carbonic acid, citric acid are used in making of many soft drinks. Okay, these are the uses of acids. Some more are here. Nitric acid and hydrochloric acid are used in purification of metals such as gold and silver. Yes, the mixture of these two, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid, is a much stronger mixture, much corrosive mixture, which dangerous it is. It should not be touched with the bare hand. So the mixture of these two, nitric acid and hydrochloric acid, is called aqua regia. What is that, children? Aqua regia. The mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid is called aqua regia. This mixture is used in the purification of metals such as gold and silver. So these are least reactive metals. These highly stable metals are purified with this mixture of nitric acid and hydrochloric acid, which is called aqua regia. Okay, in this way, these two are acids are important for us. Phosphoric acid is used in the manufacturing of fertilizers such as ammonium nitrate, calcium ammonium nitrate, and these all. So these fertilizers contain phosphoric acid in the mixture form. Phosphoric acid is used in the manufacturing of fertilizers. Okay. Tartaric acid is used in the manufacturing of soft drinks, provided tartness to food as an emetic. Okay, this tartaric acid is in the giving manufacturing of soft drinks to give them different taste, even for the food items also. So this tartaric acid is used for giving taste for those all. and an emetic also, substance which is used for controlling these vomitings. So in these also this tartaric acid is used. Okay, these are the uses of acids. One more it is given here. Tannic acid is used in the manufacturing of ink and leather. Yes, here they are shown leather in the cleaning of these leathers, animal leathers, which are used for make different purposes like making of these bags, belts, purses, wallets, these all. So these leathers before using for the manufacturing of these all, they are purified or cleaned. In this cleaning of this leather, they use this tannic acid. So in the cleaning of leather, they use this. Not only in that, even in the inks also they use this tannic acid. Okay, okay, these are different uses of acids to us. Next, we are going to say uses of bases. How these bases are useful for us in our daily life. Similar to acids, bases also have many uses. Stubborn stains on your clothing can be removed by using bleach, which contains a base containing sodium hypochlorite. Yes, on our clothes some stains often will be happen. So these stains on the clothes can be removed by using a substance called bleach, which is containing some bases in it. So these bases are used in the form of bleaches to remove the stains on the clothes. The dirty mirrors can be cleaned using glass cleaners. Yes, the mirrors in our homes and the glasses of the vehicles like cars and these other vehicles, they are cleaned with some cleaners, glass cleaners. These also contain some bases in them called ammonium hydroxide. So, for cleaning of glasses, in the cleaning chemicals, these bases are present in that. So, for cleaning also these bases are used. Laxatives can be made from magnesium hydroxide to cure bowel problems. Yes, there is a magnesium hydroxide substance mixture is used for making curing of these bowel problems. On sodium bicarbonate, it is one of the base with molecular formula NaH2CO3. It's called sodium bicarbonate. Generally, it is used in the baking in the form of baking powder. I think you have seen this baking powder in your kitchen. This baking powder generally used for making of some food items like cakes and this all. So this baking powder contains the sodium bicarbonate, one of the bases. So these bases are used in food items also, isn't it? Sodium bicarbonate is used to keep smells out of fridge in baking and cooking. Yes, for the removal of bad smells coming from the refrigerators, they use this baking powder. And even this baking powder or sodium bicarbonate is also used in the food items like cakes and cookings. Okay. Next, some more uses of base are here. All detergents, hand soaps, body washes contain basic substances. Yes, almost all the hand soaps, what we use, toilet soaps, body washes, detergents, these all contain bases in them. These all are basic in nature. That is why they are slippery to touch and they form some foams. They can remove the dirt. These all. So these all are coming under different kinds of bases. Borax. It is one of the basic substances used in used as a laundry detergent to boost stain removal. So to remove the stains on the cloths easily, they use one more base called borax. It is also one of the bases used for removal of stains on the cloths. Okay, ammonia used as fertilizer and cleaning agent. Yes, ammonia is also one of the base which is used in the fertilizers. Yes, which are used for the boosting of crops, fertilizers, and even cleaning agents also they contain ammonia. And next, sodium carbonate. It is also one of the base used in the manufacturing of paper, glass, even detergents, toothpaste. In the preparation of dissolve, they use one of the bases called sodium carbonate. You see here, different detergents and cleaning agents are shown. These all are made up of certain bases. And if you see toothpaste, even these toothpastes contain a base called sodium carbonate. Of course, actually we are telling these bases are bitter in taste, but to avoid that bitter taste, they use some mint or peppermints to they will add to this toothpaste, so that we are not able to we are comfortably we are brushing our teeth with these bases. So toothpaste contains sodium carbonate in it. Even in the cleaning of these, in the removal of colors for the paper, they use a sodium carbonate. And in the manufacturing of glass also, they use sodium carbonate. Yes, some more uses of bases. Calcium carbonate, also called limestone, is used in the construction of buildings and making of blackboard chalks. Yes, these blackboard chalks are made up of limestone, which is chemically called calcium carbonate. And even it is also used in the manufacturing, in the constructions of buildings also, in the form of stones. Okay, and calcium hydroxide, it is also one of the bases, is used to make cement, lime water, and to neutralize the acidity of soil and applications of sewage treatment. So there are many uses with this calcium hydroxide. One of them, very important one, is making cement. In making of cement, they use this calcium hydroxide, and even lime water. Generally, it is used for this lime water is used for whitewashing of walls. So that is made up of calcium hydroxide. And to neutralize the acidity of soil, also they use this powder of calcium hydroxide. And in the sewage treatments also, they use this calcium hydroxide, which is one of the important bases. In the laboratory, they use calcium hydroxide like this in the preservative bottles, which is called lime water. In our homes, they use this lime water for whitewashing. Whitewashing. Okay. Okay, children. Those are the different uses of acids and bases. Now we have seen bases. What are bases? How many kinds of bases are there? And the bases which are called strong bases, which are called weak bases, which are called concentrated bases. Just like the acids and the acids, these are also can be classified into concentrated and dilute. In which base quantity is more, that is called concentrated base. In which water quantity is more than that of base, then that is called dilute base. And the bases which are soluble into water are called alkalis. And we have seen uses of acids, uses of bases also. On this now we are going to have a small assessment. Okay children. Now the first question. Which of the following statements are correct about bases? See, here they have given some properties of bases. Out of these, which are correct, we have to identify. See, the first one, have slippery feel, isn't it? Are the bases having slippery feel? Yes, bases are slippery or soapy to touch. This is a correct statement. Second one, they taste bitter, isn't it? Yes, bases are bitter in taste. This is also correct statement. On the third one they have given obtained from fruits. Are these bases are obtained from fruits? No. Which are obtained from fruits? Acids are obtained from fruits, not bases. So this is not a correct statement. Now let us see options. Which is the correct option? C. First option A and 2 only, 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3. So here we told already their bases are slippery to touch and bases are bitter in taste. They are not obtained from fruits. Now what will be correct answer? 1 and 2 only. So A is the correct answer. So next question. Sodium bicarbonate is commonly called. So while explaining about the use of bases, we discussed about that. Sodium bicarbonate is commonly called lime water, slaked lime, washing soda, baking soda. Yes, sodium bicarbonate is commonly called baking soda, which is used in the manufacturing or preparing these food items like cakes and these all. They use this sodium bicarbonate, commonly called baking soda. It is also used in removal of bad smell from the refrigerators. Okay, baking soda is sodium bicarbonate. Next question. Ammonia is found in many household products such as window cleaner. So what is its nature? What kind of nature it is having? Let us see options. Is it acidic or basic or neutral or mixed nature? What kind of nature it is having ammonia? While discussing about the uses of bases, we have discussed about ammonia also. It is used as a cleaning agent as well as one of the fertilizers. So this ammonia is basic in nature. Ammonia is basic in nature. It is one of the bases. Okay, children. Next question. Which of the following is a strong base? Calcium hydroxide, sodium hydroxide, sodium carbonate, ammonium hydroxide. They're asking which is a strong base. Yes, while explaining about strong bases and weak bases, we've given some examples. So strong bases, we given two examples. They are caustic soda and caustic potash. Caustic soda is the common name of sodium hydroxide, whereas caustic potash is the common name of potassium hydroxide. These come under strong bases. They're much corrosive just like the strong acids. So here strong base is sodium hydroxide. Okay children, next question. An antacid tablet contains acid, base, both acid and base, none of these. Actually antacids means to reduce the effect of acids they use these antacids. Of course you may not have heard this, no worry, we're going to see once again this. So these antacids contain the chemical substances which controls the effect of acids. So to control the effect of acids we have to use generally bases. So an antacid tablet contains base in it. Antacid tablet contains base in it. So this is about acids, bases, uses of these acids and bases and the properties of those and even classifications we have seen. Okay children, thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and visit our website www.aimstoday.in for latest updates on recorded videos. Thank you.